The threat system tells us when we are in danger and is very useful for survival when we are under threat, but can be harmful when we are not. Importantly, the threat system is an involuntary response. The brain automatically decides what is most likely to lead to survival in a specific context. This video illustrates the threat system, also known as the defense cascade, in action. In this scene, gazelles are grazing fairly peacefully. Meanwhile, in the long grass, a lion is surveilling its prey. The lion begins to creep up slowly, and the prey are alerted to the potential danger of a predator. The gazelles stop. Their ears shoot up. They stand very still and engage all of their senses to see if there is, in fact, a threat. This is known as the attentive immobility response. They are not frozen in fear, as the fight, flight, freeze system will explain later, but they are engaged in hypervigilance strategies, scanning the horizon for danger. Now, they may decide that there isn't a threat and go back to grazing, or they may decide that there is indeed danger nearby. Either way, the lion continues to creep up, and when it gets close enough, or is detected, will suddenly break cover. The fight or flight mechanism now kicks in. This causes an uproar in the sympathetic system. The blood rushes to the gazelle's limbs so they can run faster or fight harder. Cortisol and adrenaline surge through, making the heartbeat faster and increasing glucose to the cells. Animals who cannot flee in time, are larger, or are protecting young will fight rather than flee. Those that engage in the flight response quickly scatter and run. Predators often target those who are weak, vulnerable, or simply unlucky and give chase. The lion pounces, catching the gazelle. The lion grasps the gazelle's neck in its teeth. In the case of a puncture wound, such as this, the gazelle will definitely not struggle, as the neck will certainly rip, and the gazelle would be sure to die. This stage is known as tonic immobility, where the brain and body shut down, sometimes known as the freeze response, activating the parasympathetic system. This is divided into fright, flag, and faint stages. Opiates are released so that the animal doesn't feel pain, begins to dissociate, and is largely not present in the here and now. So in situations where escape is unlikely or impossible, the body shuts down. They feel little or no physical or emotional pain. Intense emotions such as fear and horror are muted. Movement becomes slow and difficult, eventually leading to complete immobility. Sometimes this is classified as playing dead. The lion now perhaps thinks the gazelle is defeated and sets the gazelle down. Immediately, the gazelle jumps up and springs into the flight response, escaping and thwarting the lion. Here is a recap of the threat system responses. Attentive immobility. At the first sign of danger, hypervigilance strategies are engaged to be alert to threats nearby. Fight or flight. The body is prepared to work very hard to fight or run very quickly. Freeze. When escape is impossible, the body shuts down and dissociation occurs. In this video, the gazelle has not rationally thought to play dead, but the threat system has taken over. Psychological interventions following trauma are therefore aimed at switching off the threat system when someone is in fact safe